Oh, we're in a moment of truth. Oh, they're open! Wow. Wow. There's toilet paper? Oh my god. Score. That's a nice bathroom for a pit toilet. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little early in the trip to be getting the dumps out. All right, bucket list backpacking starts today. So we are at the Merced Lake Trailhead, another rendition too of not Schill Brothers Outdoors, but Schill Brother-in-Law Outdoors. Andy couldn't make this trip, so what we were able to do was secure a permit up in the Yosemite high country. So we're unloading right now. We just weighed the packs. This is now a tradition. What's your guess? You got to guess first.
Maybe we'll go 35.
Okay, that was gonna be my guess.
I mean, you
okay.
Kinda,
all right.
let's see. Hopefully not. 35.7.
35.7. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Now this doesn't include probably 2 pounds of the camera I'm holding. My guess is 26.
How much did you guess?
26, 27.
27.6.
Oh, nice. All right. And we're gonna get on the trail and I will explain what we're doing. All right, so we are out here in Yosemite. This trip kind of came together at the last second. If you've been following this channel, we were supposed to go do the entire Tahoe Rim Trail and that didn't work out. So then we were gonna do just bits and pieces of the Tahoe Rim Trail, and because of wildfires, that didn't work out. I gotta give a shout out to Tony G. I was on the podcast talking about what do we do now, and they actually suggested checking out some of the national parks in California, specifically Yosemite. I was able to nab a lottery permit to do the Grand Sierra Loop. The High Sierra Loop. And when we get to camp tonight, I have the tram up. I'll go through kind of the whole rigmarole of the whole trip. But we're out in Yosemite. We got 4 days, 3 nights, somewhere between 45 and 52 miles, depending on how many peaks he wants to bag. But so far, I mean, this place, you know, we're about 20 feet into the trail, but it's living up to its expectation. All right. First little overlook, some lake we're gonna get to, but this gives you, first off, you can notice the haze in the air. That's from the wildfires, obviously. But this gives you kind of a good glimpse of what this area looks like. It does look a lot like Desolation, doesn't it?
It does.
A lot of granite. And you know, so far Yosemite is living up to, I don't know, its reputation of being super pretty. I will say, I gotta give props to this place. This is my first time in Yosemite. And you know, it's heavily regulated. I mean, they were telling us there are hundreds of thousands of people come here every year. So I have 3 permits right now. I have a permit just to enter Yosemite because of COVID. They're limiting access into Yosemite. I've got an overnight parking permit for the trailhead, and I've got a permit for the loop we're doing. And I will go, when we get to camp later, I'll kind of go more into the permitting system. It is, you know, as you'd expect for like the nation's like busiest national forest, the permitting system here is pretty aggressive. But if you're flexible And when you're hiking in, it's really not that bad, and we were able to score this permit pretty easily. But I am just really excited to be back on trail. I'm really excited to be in Yosemite. I mean, a bucket list area. We're gonna be hitting parts of the PCT, we're gonna be hitting parts of the JMT, and just all around, I'm super excited. So the way this trail works is, this is a 45-mile loop with a couple offshoots. You can make it longer, but along the loop, they have 5 or 6 campgrounds. And I thought you had to stay at those campgrounds. Now we are staying at those campgrounds primarily because they have bear lockers, and we did not want to carry bear canisters, and bear canisters are required here if you're not going to use the lockers. And I'll get into that when we get to the camp, but basically it's a 45-mile loop, and then on those loops, on the loop, there's like 5 or 6 like campgrounds, and they have pit toilets, and the outfitters during non-COVID times run like big canvas tent setups there, but during COVID they won't be there. But that's how this works. 4 days, 3 nights, and we're staying at these campgrounds that are on the loop. That might be the way to do this, Michael. We look like idiots on foot.
The end will do the work.
I know, right? Those donkeys?
They're just going right in the water.
I guess. They just go across it like that? It seems like it's cheating. So first point of interest, this is like Tanya, something lake, about 2.5 miles in. And if this is a sign of anything to come,
Awesome.
I mean, look how gorgeous this is. Oh my God, that's really cool. Wow, we are like 3 miles into today's hike, and I can't stop stopping to take pictures. I mean, just look all around us. It's so pretty. It's just these exposed granite cliff sides, and just open vistas and super soft trail. And so far the trail has been really easy to follow, which is awesome. So the plan now is we've got camp today is a total of 8 miles, so not bad. And the only problem with this camp, this is the only camp on this loop where there's no water. So about 1.5 miles before camp, there's like a massive lake. We're gonna stop there, filter water, drink a bunch of water, and then camel up and hike a bunch of water the additional mile up to camp. So that's kind of the only sucky thing about today, but man, nothing is sucky when you're outside. I mean, look at this, just absolutely incredible. I wish Andy was here. We'll get him out here next time. But God damn, this is beautiful. I thought this was all downhill today. We were not so much, so you can see we're kind of coming up this rock face here. There's some stairs at least, but check out the valley views behind me. Really pretty. And it does remind me a lot of Desolation Wilderness. Just a lot of granite, a lot of exposure. Like, as you can see, kind of like trees kind of thinning out as it gets up higher. And not too many people. We've passed a few people, some horses, and pretty nice for a Wednesday. So I don't know what, we've got about 4 miles, and so we've got another 3 to 4, and it's only noon. So that's just the way the camp distances worked out today. So I think our next major stop is in a few miles, is at that water source. All right, almost to the top of the climb, but you're treated with this view, which I don't know what this is. I don't know. Is it some valley? I don't even know if this does have a name. Yosemite. And this is the trail, though, which kind of sucks. A little rocky, but there's like stairs kind of built into it. I guess it's not that bad, but you get treated with these views, which are pretty good. All right, first stop of the day. Did we find out this is officially called Lower?
Let's call it Lower Sunrise.
We're calling it Lower Sunrise Lakes. So there's I guess a series of 3 of these lakes, and we're gonna stop and have lunch here. And what are we, 4.5 miles in, I think?
5.4.
Oh, 5.4. Wow, that went fast. But quick little lunch stop right now. So what's your initial thoughts of the High Sierra Loop? Yeah, High Sierra Loop. What do you think?
Pretty nice.
It's pretty nice,
good
right?
Trail.
Yeah. Do you like this better than Tahoe?
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's way more regulated.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and I think lunch here is tuna Tuna and Cliff Bars. What do you got? You got
PB&J.
Oh, that's right. The
Sandwiches.
PB. I forgot you made 4 PB&Js.
That's right.
What's the status? Have they soaked through yet?
No, day one, pretty good.
Yeah,
We'll let you
I
know on day
forgot
4.
about that.
I got a pound of beef jerky.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, we have made it to Upper Sunrise Lake, and this is officially the last water source until we get to camp. So we're gonna do what we hate doing and drink a bunch of water, fill up a bunch of water, fill up a bunch of dirty water, and then hike, what, like a mile?
Yeah, about a mile.
A mile-ish to the Sunrise Camp. So this is the only time of the trip we have to do this. We have to like lug water a mile, which kind of sucks, but I think it's relatively flat-ish. How's that pack feeling with that's an extra 5 pounds of water.
It's pretty heavy.
You got it balanced though. You
Yeah.
got it balanced pretty well. Yeah, that's all right.
The last stop was a little bit of a tease.
Oh, I can feel this in the back. Oh yeah. Oh, so we're loaded down with an extra 2 extra. We have 8 liters of water between the two of us. So we're all going on to the dry camp, and then this is the last time we have to do this. Thank God. Well, we have made it to Sunrise Camp, and it's really cool. You'll see here in a second why it's named Sunrise, because we will be treated to a gorgeous sunrise in the morning. So as I kind of talked about, these camps have bear lockers. They are right there. And then I think, oh, we're a moment of truth. Oh, they're open! Wow. Wow. That's okay. I don't think we gotta worry about it. There's toilet paper? Oh my God, score. That's a nice bathroom for a pit toilet. Nice. Well, it's a little early in the trip to be getting the dumps out. So I'm not one that normally does pit toilet reviews, but this pit toilet is without a doubt the best backcountry pooping setup that I've ever seen. A couple of reasons. 1, it's here and it's open. 2, toilet paper. 3, they have a fan in there that blows all the air out so it doesn't smell. Incredible. Trip leader Michael found a pretty solid spot here. So we are at Sunrise Camp, and what you can see behind me, the sunrise is gonna come up out of that mountain, so it should be pretty sweet. Already did the pit toilet review, 5 out of 5 stars. Michael's gonna luck out. This will be his first backwoods bathroom experience, so he has a nice, you get eased into it. All right, let's do a camp tour. This is a pretty brief tour. Altiplex, right there. Pretty solid shot, just overlooking the meadow here. And then we've got, this is kind of like our hangout area up here. And surprisingly, you're allowed to have fires here, which makes no sense, but whatever. Doritos are back. It's been a while. Michael, what's the name of your tent? That's a pretty sweet tent, actually.
Flash Air 2, I think.
The REI Flash Air 2.
Yeah. Pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, you got a nice pitch, a little nestled in there. Perfectly, actually.
For, just
I mean, I'm jealous. You have a 2-person tent. I'm in the sarcophagus down there, but I have a good pitch. And look at that view right out. That's awesome. Check this out. So I'm down in this little valley below camp. I mean, how cool is that? We could have camped down here. Would have been a little windy, a little rocky. I don't know, like ants or rattlesnakes, but just this gorgeous, like wide open meadow right down from our camp. And there's nobody here. I guess it is a Wednesday. And there's actually a trail system down here, because there's way more trails here than the one we're doing. There's like offshoots that go everywhere. You can get down to Yosemite Valley from here, which is like the big popular area in Yosemite, but this is really pretty. And the weather's great. And it shouldn't, I mean, hopefully should stay above 30s tonight, but we will see. So Michael just gave me a great little tidbit here. This is pretty cool. That trail I was walking on down there earlier when I was filming, that is the JMT. So it kind of goes right through here. So we'll have hit the PCT and the JMT on this trip.
That's right.
That's pretty epic. Well, I am down in this like valley that's right outside our camp, and it is So pretty. Basking up kind of last of the sun here. I think it's gonna be colder than I thought. At the last second, I swapped out my 40-degree quilt for a 20-degree quilt, and I think that's gonna be a good decision. So you used
Just a number 1, not
oh,
number 2.
okay, all right. That's not an honest review.
No.
Okay.
But
But I mean, they're pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie. When I came here, I just assumed, you assumed too, you could not have fires. And in fact, we had a long conversation with the ranger because I still didn't believe in Yosemite National Forest when there's forest fires going all around us, they were letting people have fires. And they are. Also, this fire was, first off, we're staying within the confines of the ring, but this fire was started with Doritos. True story.
Yes.
And grass. Doritos and grass. Oh God, that feels good. Sunrise, oh, it's super bright. That was in like a matter of seconds it came up out over there.
It was like nothing.
Wow, oh, that's awesome, thank God. Makes it so much warmer. You can see we're getting coffee going, biscuits and gravy. What are you having, granola?
Granola.
Yeah? Is it hot? Is it hot or cold?
Cold granola.
Oh, nice, nothing like cold granola when it's 35 degrees outside. Oh, it's bright. Wow. All right, how's this for a rustic trip overview? So here's the deal. This is the High Sierra Loop. So we started right here in an area called May Lake. So here's these campgrounds I was talking about. So you have May Lake, you've got Sunrise, you've got Vogelsang, Merced Lake, and you've got Glen Allen, and that's it. So this is this whole loop. So we parked right here at the May Lake parking lot, and then we just hiked all of this down here to Sunrise, where we are now, and then tomorrow hike along the JMT for 0.8 miles. That's fun. And then take this trail all the way down to Merced Lake. Probably have lunch, get some water. Take this all the way. This is going to be a hell of a climb up to Vogelsang, camp there tomorrow. And then on Friday, a hike from Vogelsang all the way down here through Tulum Meadows where we got our pass, and then up to Glen Allen, right there, sorry, along the PCT, so this is the PCT. And then on Saturday, end our hike, come back down to May Lake. Do you want to give people an overview of what today is? What do we start out with?
I think we start off with a 10-mile descent, a couple thousand
feet. Oh, it's 10 miles?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then?
And then 8 miles up 3,000.
3,000? Oh, God.
With a possible summit.
You keep talking about that
cherry
summit.
on top at the end. So
what would you do if you had just hiked 18 miles and 3,000 feet of vertical? Would you do an additional half mile, 700 feet climb? I don't know. You're dead set on it.
We'll see.
That might be a solo climb for you there. One last look at the beautiful Sunrise Valley. I will miss it. They were not wrong when they hyped up the sunrise at this camp. I mean, it was just fantastic coming up over these mountains, and it warms everything up and you just start shedding layers. So we went from like 35 degrees to 50 degrees in like a 10-minute time frame. So we're about loaded up. Michael's doing his business. About done. The Peak Refuel biscuits and gravy were good, but I think I got to give the edge to the Mountain House biscuits and gravy this time. But I am eating biscuits and gravy every breakfast this morning, so we'll have a pure comparison by the end of the week. So it's time to get this hike going, man. We got 10 miles down 2,000 feet, I think, and then 8 miles up 3,000 feet. So I'm really not looking, I mean, it'll be pretty, that'll be sweet, but I hate going aggressively downhill and I hate going aggressively uphill. But that's kind of the name of the game here in the Sierra. Nothing around it, but at least you're treated to like just gorgeous stuff like this. So I'm super excited. Let's do this. Little fun fact here is this is the JMT. So I didn't even realize we'd be on the JMT, but we're on it for about 0.8 miles. Then we'll head up to PCT tomorrow. But pretty cool to say you at least been on it, and kind of makes you want to do the whole thing. I cannot get over just how gorgeous these little like mountain meadows are. And I didn't think we'd be hiking along it for this much, but it is absolutely beautiful, and it's flat. So we are just over 2 miles into the descent today, but we were treated with these kind of like gorgeous valley views and a lot of granite. Although this is a little rocky. It's definitely a little technical coming down through there. Yeah, it's all stairs, like rock stairs, so hopefully the rest of the downhill is like that, but it's not even 9, so we were making good time. Just high Sierra, freaking granite everywhere. And the trail's getting a little bit flatter. It's not super steep downhill, which I like. And it's kind of soft, but you go in between these sections of like gravelly, kind of like this right here, and then just walking across the granite, like you have an entire trail that's just this for like a quarter of a mile. So that can suck, but it's fairly well marked, and it's just view after view after view going through there. Winding in and out of these little mountain meadows, and that spit you back out into the granity cliffs. We are halfway to Merced Lake, so that's where we're gonna stop for lunch before the murder climb starts. So it was 10 miles from our previous camping spot to Merced Lake, and we're 5 miles in, so we got another 5 to go, but it's just cruising. I mean, it's all downhill. Trail's very soft, as you can see. And it's not bad. You know, there's some rocky exposed sections obviously, but other than that, it's actually like pretty nice. So it's a good warm up to lunch, then we'll get water down there, and then the murder climb. Still making our way along this trail. We're almost to Merced Lake, but we just get these like gorgeous little vistas, you know, every like half mile where it opens up, and you can really tell we're getting down into the lower elevations. I mean, there's just way more trees. It's way greener. So I think we're at about 8,000 feet, and we started this climb at, we started this descent at about like 9,600, and we have to go another like 500 or 600 feet down to the lake. I bet this channel just runs down. That's where we hit it. Let's go. So you said Merced Lake is in there, straight ahead somewhere?
Yeah, down in there.
Wow.
Down there, and then you get to hike that up.
Do you think our 3,000 foot climb is going up that?
Well, yeah, I think there's a river that comes down, or a creek. I wonder if we follow that.
That's beautiful, but it looks brutal. We have arrived at Merced Lake. So this is another backcountry camp that we are obviously not staying at. We're just gonna get some water and lunch here, then continue. But check this out. I mean, this is pretty nice. And we were warned that maybe there's some toxic algae here, but it doesn't look bright green, and that's what they told us to look for. I gotta say, so far, this Yosemite National Park is really living up to the hype. You know, I've never been here before, obviously, never backpacked here before, and this was kind of thrown together at the last second. You know, we got a lottery permit like 2 weeks ago, but it has really worked out really well. And I know it's kind of like trite, but this place is just absolutely beautiful, and definitely prettier than the Tahoe area and certainly prettier than Colorado, so it's definitely worth checking out. Michael's over there filtering. We're finishing up lunch here, just a bunch of random things before the climb. And I was checking out, I got this at the ranger station. Tom Harrison maps. Never heard of him, but it's pretty good. And I never carry maps. So here is the Merced Lake campground. There are the pit toilets, and you can see kind of back there the frames of the canvas shelters. So during non-COVID times, you can actually come up here through Yosemite. The Park Service runs it, and there's like outfitters, and you can stay in these really nice canvas tents. And they've got like buildings you can see over there, and big yeah, so those, you see the frames, those are the canvas tent frames that they would use if this wasn't season. And so this would be like all like an outfitter's camp with like horses and everything. So pretty cool, something to check out during a non-pandemic. Oh yeah, and then you see that little white tank is for people to take showers. Well, I'm about almost a mile into this climb, so you can see where we started, right down that lake. We're kind of just, we're up out of the like pure alpine zone, and then you can see the trail. It's just a rocky disaster going all the way up, but just go slow, nice and slow. And the cool thing is you get treated to views like that on the way. I mean, how gorgeous is that? Well, I am officially almost 2,000 feet into the 3,000 feet, and you can see like the topography is just changing like incredibly as you get up out of like the true like forest areas into like the actual alpine zone. And the trail, I mean, it's just following rocks, honestly. There's not really a path right now, so there's just like rocks. There aren't even cairns, there's just rocks like lining the way. So we still have like probably 5 miles to camp, but the elevation gain will end a few miles before that. So the climb's really not like too terrible, honestly. It's graded pretty well. It's just like super rocky. That's honestly more annoying than the elevation, but I mean, just to be hiking in the most beautiful place in the country is just such a gift. So I enjoy every step, even if it's uphill and rocks. Well, as I learned climbing Mount Elbert, on these aggressive climbs, you really gotta stop. Oh my God, look at that. Beautiful. Looking down the mountain Yosemite, in between the two ridges of mountains. It's really cool. And that's what the trail's been, which blows. And that's what the trail's going to be. So very rocky, but getting there. So this guy scared the crap out of me. Hey buddy. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Hey, how's it going? Hey. Oh, there's 2 of you. Hi. I'm very tired from walking. Okay, alright. Alright. Peace! Well, look how far we've come. And look at what is behind me. Oh my God, we're about a mile and a half from camp. We're about to hit Vogelsang Pass, which will be the highest in elevation today, and that's a little downhill to camp. But I was just hiking up here after being scared shitless by the deer. I was just hiking up this pass, and I just looked back, and it was just really breathtaking. Yosemite. But final push. It's 4 o'clock. Probably be at camp in an hour. and then a well-deserved happy hour. We have made it to the top, and I'm gonna give you the panorama of your life. Look at that. So we came all the way from down there up this valley to the top. And this is Vogelsang Pass. And now it's down to camp, thank God. But you just have to stop and admire this. And there's two lakes, I forget the name of it. There's a lake there, right? And there's a lake over there that people camp at. But God, beautiful. You always gotta stop though, just admire this, because this is just incredible. Murder climb is done. And my GPS said that was 3,200 feet, but that's okay. But we're in a really cool area right now. You know, pass, flat, open area, and then what we're gonna do is drop down here on the other side, and that's where the camp is. But just beautiful up here, and it's not windy, it's like weird, it's just perfect weather. And look on the other side, what do we have? Vogelsang Lake, so that's where we're going. Camp is down there, and it's all down here from now. And look how beautiful this valley is down here. It's really cool. So hopefully we can get a sweet campsite down there along the lake. God knows Michael's probably been down there for an hour already waiting for me. Well, we finally made it to camp at Vogelsang High Sierra Camp. I'll give you a tour of it tomorrow. I mean, I am just pooped. So final mileage for today ended up being 19.5 with 4,000 feet of climbing. So that's the second hardest day I've done backpacking. Funny, the first hardest day was at Shawnee Forest. Also my watch, it's 6 p.m. My watch says I've burned 5,800 calories. So I got the tent set up, the Altiplex. I'll give you a camp tour in a second. But I'm gonna go filter water. I'm just like destroyed, obviously. My legs, my feet. I mean, 9 hours of hiking, that doesn't include stops. So we left camp at 8 and we got here at 6, so 10-hour day. Not bad though, I mean, pretty good pace we held to do 19.5 and 4,000 feet of vert. I mean, that's a lot of vert. But hardest days in the books. It's all downhill tomorrow. I'm super excited for that. And this is a cool campsite, so I'll give you a tour here later, but it's time to go filter some water and then happy hour. Here's a good shot of the campsite. So there's my Altiplex. Michael's filtering water right now. He'll be set up right there. And then the bear lockers are right up there. And then the rest of the camp is kind of out in that area, but it's pretty good setup so far. And there's a few other people at this camp too. Oh, there he is. How your legs feeling?
Tired.
Is this the hardest thing you've physically done?
Certainly for this long, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can relax.
Exactly.
I know.
2 days of downhill.
Oh, that's the music to my... well, the last day isn't
downhill.
totally... Yeah, 1 day of downhill. Yeah. Okay, things have settled down here. Happy hour starting. We still have... I can't believe that these survived 2 nights. We took these things up 4,000 feet of climbing. We should have us get sponsored. No fires tonight, unfortunately, but it's happy hour, and we both have some hearty meals to put back in the 6,000 calories we burned. And we got here pretty late. What time did you get here? Like 5?
No,
You beat me.
It wasn't too much before.
I can't believe you didn't beat me by more. I was going pretty slow. I stopped a lot. Those vistas, I stopped at every single one and took pictures.
Well, I kind of slowed down because I kept looking back trying to see.
Yeah, oh, trying to see me? So we got here at like 5:30. We got an hour, we got all the chores done, all the water filtered. Happy hour, Doritos, dinner. It's gonna be cold tonight, I think. Probably colder than last night. Okay, we're doing a little backwoods engineering. So I got the Peak Refuel. It's like beef and marinara. I forget the name of it.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, it looks good.
spaghetti pasta kind
Yeah, spaghetti pasta. What are you? Oh, you're doing rice?
Yeah, chicken
doing rice?
teriyaki rice.
So it's cold, and I didn't normally bring the koozie that I normally bring because I'm trying to like not bring a ton of weight. So I took the Doritos bag and folded it down, and I'm gonna put the Ziploc bag in here to reheat. That should help. That should give it a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Keeps the heat out.
Better than nothing. See, Doritos bag, multi-use. It's like an emergency. It's like one of those like heat blankets, like those emergency like reflective blankets. buddy. All right, update on the Doritos koozie. It works perfectly. So I'll be carrying this the rest of the trip. A Doritos bag. Did you already crush your rice?
I did.
How was it?
It was okay.
Have you had it before?
No, I hadn't.
Because you've eaten a lot of the peak refuels.
Yeah.
How's this stack up to the other ones?
I don't think this will be a repeat.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
The other ones are pretty good.
Yeah. It looks good. I can smell it. What do you have tomorrow then? Oh, the beans?
The beans.
Oh, yeah. Better hope the bathroom's open. Oh, that's funny. This is almost done. This is the beef and marinara sauce. It's just kind of like pasta with meat sauce. It's pretty good though. All right, end of night 2 here, and we're officially 27 miles through this trail, so just about halfway. Epic day today. I mean, the views today, I think this is the prettiest backpacking I've ever done. 19.5 miles, 4,000 feet of climbing. Just this Yosemite area with these valleys and these granite mountains, it's like just gorgeous. So it's really been breathtaking, and I stopped a lot today just to take pictures and take video because like it was just so pretty. You couldn't not do that. So very, very blown away by Yosemite. I think this is gonna end this trip video. We've done 27 miles. We got another 27 miles, probably do a 2-parter. So thanks for watching. We're going to bed now, and yeah, stay tuned for part 2. We got a nice easy day tomorrow, and then a pretty good day on the last day, and more good times in Yosemite. I didn't even look at the weather report for like tomorrow or Friday. Or I guess tomorrow is Friday. That is so nice not having to bring rain gear, by the way. I thought about that while we were hiking. I was like, if it just like a thunderstorm rolls in, I am